Alright guys, this is, I've never done anything like this, but this is the League of Legends 10-year anniversary stream, I guess. I started watching it, I scrolled back because it seemed like they were doing some announcement stuff. I wanted to check it out from the beginning. The first thing they announced was Full on Earth with Champ Select, which, typically you don't really get to do reactions of League of Legends stuff content because a lot of their things they put on PvE first, so it's not really a surprise when it comes out. But right now on PvE we have all random Earth, which is not the full champ select, which just goes to show that they are hiding things, and they're about to talk about preseason stuff. So I want to see if this is exciting, because the full on Earth stuff, I was pretty excited when I saw that. So I'm gonna hit play here, and we're gonna check it out. We're gonna check it out, see what I think about this.
Here. Before we get into preseason, I want to share a small announcement that'll make players in one particular part of the world happy. We know that there are many League players in the Middle East and North Africa who love League and have been playing on European and North American servers, and that we can do a better job of supporting them. We are proud to announce that we will be supporting these players by gradually offering all Riot Games products and services in Arabic. Okay, on to preseason changes. Over the years, Summoner's Rift has changed a lot. Sometimes in small adjustments to things you're already familiar with, and sometimes in complete overhauls or totally new additions.
Yeah.
We've always thought of Summoner's Rift as a living,
worse,
breathing place with enough depth to be fun and interesting, whether it's your first time playing or if you're a seasoned veteran. And to that end, preseason 2020, Rise of the Elements will introduce new emergent gameplay opportunities on the map, meant to open fresh strategies to master, outplay, and win. The biggest change here is the new Elemental Rift system. As teams take down Elemental Drakes, one element will eventually dominate the Rift, permanently altering the map. Each Elemental Rift impacts teamfights, rotations, vision, and objective control in a unique way, meaning no one game will play out the same as the last, even if everyone's on the same champ.
Okay. It sounds unnecessarily complicated, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's actually going to be very seamless and easy to adjust to, but this sounds more complicated than the dragon changes were, so let's take a look at this.
Infernal knocks down walls and burns down brush. Mountain adds new terrain to play around. Ocean makes brush grow larger and spawn extra honey fruit, and Cloud turns pathways into wind tunnels that increase movement speed. Elemental buffs are also getting an overhaul.
Okay, that sounds really fun as like a game mode. I don't know if I like the idea of I don't know. That's interesting.
With the final stack of each element offering powerful effects that aren't just stats. Plus, Cloud Drake should be more satisfying now that we've switched it to grant CDR on your ult. And don't worry, we're not letting Elder Dragon be one-upped by its younger siblings. When the game gets to Elder, we know the game's progressed pretty far. And to that end, we want to change the invisible parts of Elder buff into power that more clearly tells you to fight and push through to the end. Elder buff's keeping its burn effect, but instead of the large passive stat stick Elder currently gives, it'll now ground and execute against enemies below a certain health threshold. Dragons aside, we're also making a few map changes to add more outplay opportunities. Top and bot are getting new alcoves to shake up vision control and ganks.
No.
And we're adding some new brush by the blue buff river entrances.
No, you removed the bushes for a reason.
That's just the start of what preseason has to offer.
We'll
be publishing
like
a dev blog
idea.
shortly after the stream with more info on these changes, plus a ton of others we didn't have the time to get to here. Next up, we've got a piece to show you.
Oh, here we go. This is what
Following his relentless pursuit of his nemesis, Lucian finally comes face to face with his past, kicking off a new chapter of one of League's oldest rivalries. Check it out.
Are you just going to show the same video, or? It's a little loud. So it's a different video. Oh, this is cool. Oh, I like this. Yo, look at him go. Oh shit. Your boy just got mad knifed. Wait, the pistol broke. Is that canon? Oh shit. Fresh ain't scaling into the late game this one. Yo, is that her? Is Senna the new champion? Come on, show it to me. Show me the lore. Yeah, there she is. Oh, that is totally a new champion. Oh my goodness. What is that? She does not look happy. Oh! Oh my god, that was so cool. So she has a big handgun? The lantern's coming back together. Is she alive? Oh. Maybe kind of alive. Wow, that was cool. It's clearly not over. I imagine we're getting more lore as time goes on.
That's right. Senna is coming to League of Legends as our first ever support marksman. She'll be available on PvE October 29th.
Okay.
Summoner's Rift isn't the only...
I want to point this out. Devly, my good friend, wanted Senna to be an ADC. I thought it would be cool for her to be a support, so that Lucian and Senna could be in a lane together. But Riot also mentioned that they were working on an unconventional ADC or marksman. I'm assuming that's what this is, a support marksman. We've already got a support assassin. So sure, why not?
...mode that's evolving this year. Let's talk a little bit about League's newest permanent game mode, Teamfight Tactics. When we launched Teamfight Tactics earlier this year, we hoped you'd love it, and the response has blown us away. TFT has brought millions of players to League. It's one of the biggest modes we've ever added to League, and it has us feeling incredibly inspired about ways we can keep investing into TFT for years to come. One of the biggest ways we're going to be changing the game in the near future is with seasonal sets. A couple of times per year, we'll rotate in a whole new host of champions, origins, classes, and items. TFT will always be about strategic and exploration.
Thresh is in there.
In the new sets, we'll keep some of the mechanics familiar, but we'll also reimagine a few favorites, and we'll introduce others that are totally new.
What is a spell?
Thematically, we can explore the entire League universe and the alternate universes by drawing deep from the whole spectrum of champions and skins that we've created in the past 10 years.
Yeah, there's a lot.
The first seasonal set is coming to live servers in just 3 weeks. It's called Rise of the Elements, just like preseason. It will feature totally new origins like Desert, Inferno, Poison, and new classes including the Summoners and Mystics.
I like
new champions like Lux, Annie, Olaf, and even some old favorites bringing new twists. Those that played in the beta season will get rewarded for their climb, and we'll reset the ladder as we bring improvements to the system. And of course, Set 2 wouldn't be complete without a whole new host of little legends, arena skins, and some brand new things to make you and your team look good. It'll hit PvE October 22nd, and we've just published a dev blog on LeagueOfLegends.com with more details. Check it out and let us know what you think. One more thing. From the moment we launched TFT, players have been asking for a mobile version of the game. It turns out, you guys actually do have phones. So by popular demand, we're announcing Teamfight Tactics as its own separate app for iOS and Android devices.
Oh, okay. TFT.
It's coming in early 2020,
that makes
and we'll
a lot
have a few
more sense.
betas coming in December.
Dude, I'd play TFT on the phone.
It'll feature full cross-platform play with the PC version of TFT. Hope you enjoy it.
Oh, that's sick.
We hope you're as excited as we are for what's coming for SR and TFT.
Oh yeah.
There's something else we'd like to share. It's something we've been working on for a while, and some of you might even be expecting it. TFT
It's a replay system.
Going multi-platform. Coming soon, we'll be bringing the League experience to both mobile and consoles. So let's take a first look at League of Legends Wild Rift.
Okay, so that leak was real. I don't like
Hey
it.
there, it's Michael Chow. I've been dying to talk to you about the Wild Rift, which is coming soon to console and mobile. It's taken us years.
Where'd that guy go?
Way too long to do this, but we had to get it right. We needed to figure out how to bring a true League experience to other platforms in a way that's worthy of your love, your time, your investment.
I don't think you
We
can.
think we've finally gotten there with the Wild Rift, and we're thrilled to be able to share it with you.
Alright, try
Now,
to convince me.
why bring League to other platforms in the first place? Well, for years,
That's what I've been saying.
many of you have been telling us that the marquee League PC experience is sometimes tough to fit into your lifestyle, which can change from 1 week to the next, 1 month to the next, 1 year to the next.
It's fair.
You've also been telling us
Fair.
that you simply
Fair.
can't play League with a lot of the friends you love to game with. Yes, because of their lifestyles as well, but also because
Do not make this cross-platform. That's all I'm saying. It's fine as long as you don't make it cross-platform.
League takes a long time to learn. The matches are really long and so on. So we built a new Rift that you can play on console and mobile with 15 to 20 minute matches and a dual stick control scheme that's intuitive and satisfying and still super deep. We've also added
This
some new
looks
systems
jank.
that preserve the core 5v5 gameplay you know, while adding a few twists that we think really shine on mobile and console.
This
Now,
looks
Wild
super
Rift
jank,
is not
dude.
a port of the PC game.
It's kinda
Taking
cool.
SR and just shoving it onto new platforms wasn't going to work. To get the gameplay just right, we needed to rebuild from scratch.
Yeah.
We spent a
No
long
kidding.
time making sure this will be a true League of Legends experience that's worthy of
Wow.
devoting your precious game time. Wild Rift has incredible depth, and you can make those same badass 200 IQ outplays and team plays you know and love from League PC.
Oh my god. Everyone's gonna be a Zed and Yasuo player on this, I guarantee it. The visuals look different. They don't look bad, but they definitely look dumbed down. I guess you would need to do that, obviously. You're playing
We'll be
on a
straight
phone.
with you. There are some downsides to the from-scratch approach we've taken.
Yeah.
We're not going to have every single champ and skin available on all platforms. And although you won't get the same unlocks between League on PC and this version, you will get great rewards for the time you've spent with League over the last 10 years. But like I said, we think these trade-offs are worth it. Starting from scratch has given us the opportunity to do a full visual remaster on a ton of the game. We've also
Hey,
taken the
that's a
time to
cool
build
skin.
an all-new collection system that lets you show off all your champs and skins in an incredibly immersive way. We think this is so dope. We're just going to play this for a bit so you can enjoy it.
I haven't seen Thresh. Thresh isn't on mobile. I ain't playing mobile. That's all. That's all it is. I do like how these characters look, though. The art style is noticeably different, but not in a bad way. Looks very clean.
We've got so much more to show you,
That
but
was
that's
kinda
everything
cool.
from me for now. As you saw earlier, League on PC
So, dude, it's cool at first. It looks cool, but I think it's going to cause problems with discrepancies between versions. You know, PC players are going to want some of the things that phone users have, and vice versa. And it's going to become a lot of work to try and keep up with all that. Especially since you've confirmed there are going to be different versions. People are going to want the content that the other has. At least that's how I would see it.
has some huge
Minecraft
plans
had the
ahead.
same problem.
But we'd love for you to join us on the Wild Rift when the game releases in your region. We're rolling out limited alphas and betas in select regions later this year, with plans to roll out on most platforms in most regions globally by the end of 2020. So whether you're grinding ranked on Summoner's Rift, popping poros in ARAM, going full glacial in TFT,
Don't go full glacial. Actually, it's a lot of fun.
or squeezing in a game on the Wild
Glacial
Rift,
Graves.
we
fun.
hope that there's a place for you and your friends to dive into the world of League together.
So for the last 10 years, we haven't just been making League of Legends.
We always knew we wanted to make new games eventually, but not at the expense of, you know, the growth and the needs of League of Legends.
A lot of us spent our youth playing shooters, like really hard shooters.
Strategy games.
Oh,
Had
good.
a Street Fighter 2 machine.
I love games that bring me somewhere new.
One of my all-time favorite games, for example, is Civilization. The single-player side, not the multiplayer side.
Magic the Gathering, by far.
I've been a card game player my whole life.
I grew up playing lots of classic adventure games.
I play a lot of MMORPGs, which tend to last basically forever.
I was going to the arcade every day after school.
I've been a dungeon master for 30 years.
I think Riot is a collection of people that started as players that wanted to make new experiences or better experiences, so they became developers while remaining players.
Whether you're a tactical shooter fan,
Like, what is
or
this?
fighting game fan,
What
or
is that?
strategy card game fan,
I'm
you can
not
count
into
on
that.
Riot to support those needs with a really, really strong long-term mindset.
Even though we all love League of Legends, I think we also all love to imagine the possibility of what would it be like to run around and explore the world of Runeterra? How could we enable
MMO?
experiences for,
Oh
for
my
players
goodness.
to go explore with their friends?
I hope that in the same way when you
was
see a
that?
Disney
What
movie
did I just look at?
and then you go to Disneyland and getting to actually walk around and explore a space that you know really well feels so
Are they
magical.
making
I
a
hope
League
that's
of
the kind
Legends
of experience
adventure
that
game?
we can give to players.
That
That
looks
feeling
sick,
of
dude.
actually seeing
that
something
Blitzcrank
and then
Ezreal?
going there in person and wandering
I don't know who
around
that
as
third
though
guy
it were
is.
real.
We didn't build League of Legends, right? We started it, we seeded it, and then we built it with the community of players, right? The players have showed us ways to play our game that we never imagined, right? And they're continuing to do that.
You know, we just exposed a whole bunch of information about what we're making. As we become, I think, more transparent, that they will know that we are always thinking about them first.
As a developer, it's such an exciting time when you've been working on something sort of behind the scenes for such a long period of time, and you start to show it to the rest of the world to get feedback.
About a month ago at EVO, we were able to share news about Project L with fighting game fans around the world, live and in person. That was a crazy, surreal experience.
I didn't
because
see
we've
that.
been working on this for a little while, and we've always had to be so secretive. What I think League of Legends
That
players
looks
expect from this game
fucking awesome.
is
I'm on board.
different, but
I'm
in
on
some
board.
ways harmonious with what I think fighting game players expect from this game. Everyone wants a great game, but what we've been seeing is that people are really excited to see Runeterran champions like in a new light, even like from a new camera angle. Making fighting games is really, really tough. These are
I don't
intricate
think I'd be
games to
good at
make.
that, but
And
that is
while
a really
we're,
cool concept.
A good ways towards making something that we think is really cool. We still have a long way to go. We're gonna go dark for a while after this, so please don't expect anything soon, but know that we're here working hard for you.
My hope is that Riot continues on for many, many
disappointing,
years
but
and decades to come.
Like,
as
what
a
is that? I
company
wanna know what that
players
game
can
is. That
count
game looks
on
like fun.
To have their back.
We're really excited to see how people react, and you know, we believe that there's an incredible opportunity to sort of make some player dreams come true in a bunch of new ways, and we hope we can do that.
Hey everyone, I'm Anna, and I'm the executive producer on one of those games you just saw, codenamed Project A. We've talked about
That's
our
the shooting
philosophy
game,
on
right?
developing new games here at Riot, but I figured we could also show you some. We're making new games, and this one's different, so here it is.
What the hell is this?
Project A is our character-based tactical shooter. It's competitive, it has precise gunplay, it's set on a beautiful near-future Earth, and it has a lethal
Who is
cast
that
of
player?
characters,
Because he's
each with their own
headshotting everyone.
capabilities. This is our take on a competitive shooter.
Yo, wait, what? That is cool. What?
We promise that just like League, we're in this for years and years to come. With Project A, we're staying true to the high-consequence gameplay of tac shooters. But we want to evolve the space. We want a tac shooter with more creativity, more expression,
Seabag Run
and
is
a
gonna
lot
love
more
this.
style. In Project A, your abilities create amazing tactical opportunities for your gunplay to shine. We started with a crew of veteran developers who have a deep passion and a wide range of experience in the FPS space. But it's not enough to have the right team. We also need to solve the right problems. But what does that really mean? Well, we're all tired of seeing our bullets not register because of low server tick rates. We keep hearing buzzwords like dedicated servers, but almost nothing about low ping or how a game plans to fight Peeker's advantage. But with Project A, we're going big on things like global infrastructure and netcode designed to go to war on Peeker's advantage. You'll hear more technical details as we get closer to launch, but just know, we know, these are critical things to get right. Now let's talk about the cheaters. We know you hate second-guessing if you really lost, or if someone was running an aimbot or a wall hack. From day one, we have put anti-cheat at the forefront of our development, and we will do whatever it takes to preserve the integrity of your matches. We want to be firm in our commitment here, because this matters to us, and we know it really matters to you. And these are just some examples of what we mean when we say we want to do a character-based tactical shooter right. We're keeping the fundamentals that make this genre so competitive, but also bringing some new additions.
How could anyone do that?
We're going heads down for a while,
play shooters,
but expect to hear more from us in 2020.
This guy
In
just
the meantime,
doesn't miss.
keep an eye on our Riot Games Twitter feed for any updates and maybe a few cool teases. Thanks, everyone.
So that one looks closer to release. That's exciting. I can't wait to see other people play it, because I'm going to be bad at it.
Hi, I'm Jeff Jew. I'm Andrew Yip. And we have a confession. We're making a card game. What? Okay. We know what some of you might be thinking. Riot, there are plenty of card games. Why are you making another one?
And we get it. We've been playing them since we were kids, so we're super familiar with the flaws of our favorite genre. Spending an entire paycheck just to try another deck, over-the-top RNG deciding which player wins, metas that get solved way too fast,
Let's see.
and cards that stay broke way too long. So we asked ourselves, what if we could change all that?
We spent a lot of time thinking about what we would do differently. And now we're aiming to shake up the card game formula by keeping what's great, improving what's not, and adding some new twists of our own. We've been hard at work making the best card game that we can imagine, one that we hope players everywhere will love. And we're super excited to show you what we've got so far.
Today, we're going to share 3 things we hope will excite you too. How we're bringing the world of League of Legends to this game, what makes our gameplay unique, and finally, how you unlock cards.
Let's do it. When we decided to make a card game in the League of Legends universe, we knew where we had to start, the champions. Ask any League player and they'll tell you why their main is the most badass, exciting, and satisfying champ to play. Our goal is to make the champions in Legends of Runeterra live up to those expectations and then some. In the first set, you can choose from 24 champion cards to include in your deck, each with a unique mechanic inspired by their original League abilities. Champions enter the battle as powerful cards, and if you play smart, they level up to become even more epic. These level ups are game-changing moments both strategically and visually.
Champions are key cards to build your deck around, but to take down the enemy nexus, you're going to need a team. Pick allies that support your champ's strategy to level up fast and take control of the board.
And you have tons of supporting cards to choose from. You'll encounter some familiar faces and discover completely new ones.
Look at that.
Every card and character in the game comes from a region of Runeterra. At launch, you have access to cards from 6 major regions: Demacia, Noxus, Freljord, Piltover and Zon, Ionia, and the Shadow Isles. Each region has a distinct playstyle and strategic advantage. But things get even more interesting when you combine cards from 2 different regions. There's a deck for every personality and playstyle. But it's up to you to find the right cards for your winning strategy, or a different kind of strategy.
We believe the best card games
Don't know
are
what
the
those
ones
cards
where you
do,
make meaningful
so this
choices
is
and constantly interact with your opponent, while the worst ones
not particularly
feel like
engaging
complicated
gameplay to watch.
So, we're designing Legends in Runeterra to really focus on that back and forth between you and the player on the other side of the screen. Each of you trying to anticipate the other's move and then beat them to the punch. You'll probably start with a strategy in mind and a win condition on the horizon. But as you alternate actions with your opponent, you'll need to think quick and make on-the-fly decisions. It's all about finding opportunities to predict what your opponent will do next, adapt your strategy, and achieve that ultimate outplay, the moment when you pull off your plan and make the move that wins you the game.
In our experience, these moments are the best part of a good card game. So you want to increase how often they happen and ensure that there are multiple paths to get there.
Now we could spend
Arcade
hours
music, I like
talking
it.
about all the ways you can win, but they told us to keep this video short, so here's a few.
Funny.
In Legends of Runeterra, it's
a good
skill
one.
above all. No game is over until it's over, and there will always be new cards and strategies to discover.
But there's probably still a big question on your mind. How do I actually get all these cards? We thought for a long time about what we, as players, would want the answer to be. With most card games, it takes a lot of time, money, or luck to get what you want. And if the only way you can get cards is at random, that sucks. We think one of the most fun aspects of a card game is experimenting with the different kinds of decks to find
I like
your
these guys
style.
though.
And that's really hard to do when unlocking new stuff is too random or too expensive. So one of our top priorities is to give you more choice in how you get your cards. To start, Legends of Runeterra is free to play. As you play, you'll complete quests and earn experience to advance and automatically unlock new cards. But which region you unlock first is totally up to you.
I like this music.
You decide where your cards come from and can switch regions whenever you want, which makes assembling your dream deck a whole lot easier.
We get how fun Kraken packs can be. It's paying for the card lottery that really sucks. So the start of
Oh
each
my
week,
god, they have
you'll
Twisted
also unlock
Fate
chests
standing in
the
the background
These
because
chests level
card
up
game.
the more you play. They can also
Just-
contain
I
wild
just
cards,
realized that.
which can be
It's
turned
200
into
IQ.
any card you want, no guessing required. But we know sometimes you just want a guaranteed way to get specific cards too. So instead of waiting for the right drop, you can unlock cards for your collection using shards you've earned or coins you've bought.
Bottom line, in Legends of Runeterra, you will never pay for randomized packs, and you have a bunch of different ways to get the cards you actually want. No matter what, you'll end up with multiple decks for both casual duels and the competitive meta.
We're really excited to focus less on selling packs and more on the things that make a card game great. Deep, interactive strategy, frequent releases and balance updates, and endless experimentation.
We hope
really got
that by
your work
focusing
cut
on
out for
these
you, don't you?
things above all else, Legends of Runeterra can grow to become more than just a game. Like League back in 2009, we believe the journey is just beginning, and with your help, we can create something incredible together. What you've seen today is a foundation which we intend to build on for years to come. The full PC beta is coming in early 2020, and you can pre-register for both PC and mobile right now at playruneterra.com.
We bought that URL, right guys? .com?
And I know we said we only had 3 things to show today, but we might actually have one more. Are we ready?
Guess we'll find out.
For the next 5 days, we're rolling out a special preview patch of Legends of Runeterra on PC. Head to playruneterra.com and pre-register for a chance to get access right now. You can also check out live streams on Twitch to see more gameplay and link your Riot account to increase your chance at getting access.
A lot of things are work in progress, and we're still developing the final features, but we're super excited for you all to get a first look. And if you don't get a chance to play this time around, don't worry. We'll be back with another preview patch before the end of the year.
Thanks for watching, we'll see you next time, and until then, we hope you enjoy your first peek at Legends of Runeterra.
We love it when we have the opportunity to connect with all of you directly. And so much has happened since we all started on this journey over 10 years ago that we really just wanted to take a moment to say thank you. We've always aspired to be worthy of the passion, the love, and the dedication that you all have for League, and we are committed to bringing that same level of care and attention to everything that we do in the future.
And I really want to emphasize the thank you for sticking with us through the ups and downs of this journey, through painful server outages and game-breaking bugs, our failures to listen and get certain things right, tons of misfires and missteps, not to mention about 72 different Rise reworks. Because through it all, we've built together over the last 10 years this game, this community, this sport, and this world of Runeterra. And on that last note, we're committed to finding ways to bring the stories from Runeterra to life. And before we wrap, we'd like to share a glimpse into one last thing that we've been working on.
What could that be? Legends never die? Okay. What's going on here? What are you doing? Don't get me hyped up if you're not gonna give me something worth. Don't do this. Don't do this to me. This is what we've been asking for? In 2020. That soon. An animated series? Every legend. Oh my goodness.
I'd like to let you in on a very important secret. Power comes to those who will do anything to achieve it. It's time to let the monster out.
So, is that like a TV show? It said animated series. Very interested. People have been asking for something like that for a long time. So, wow. I can imagine it being really cool if they explore the different stories of all the champions with that. There's a lot of cool stuff here. Wow. So it was like Riot Games had an E3. Huh. I'd say that was pretty good, a pretty good conference. I didn't really dislike anything that they announced. Some of those preseason changes worry me a bit, but they always worry me. It turns out that they're not always that hard to get into. So maybe it'll be the same. I don't like the whole random factor of the terrain changing. But who knows, maybe it'll be really cool, maybe it'll work really well. So we'll see. I'm excited for Senna though. That seems like it's gonna be cool. I'm ready. Yeah.